Welcome to MediaSpace Members Daily. We bring you exclusive interviews from our leadership group and other professional influencers within the media, marketing, Govtech community globally. Today I have with me Paul O'Brien, founder and CEO of MediaTech Ventures. MediaTech is a venture development group working with companies, investors, governments, and entrepreneurs in media innovation. They incubate startups and tech founders, provide industry research, and help organizations make better investment decisions to meet the objectives of private or public capital in media technology. Hi, Paul, how are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What are the key challenges in digital media from an innovation and investment point of view in August 2020?
I think the pace of change is exceeding what we're used to, which is unusual because since the dawn of the internet, roughly 25 years ago, for all intents and purposes, of course, media has drastically changed and continues to. But this year, with the world at home and jobs changing, I think the world is struggling to keep up with how fast the implications of everything from Facebook to streaming media to doing Zoom conferences has on business and has on the work that we all do. And so to overcome that challenge, I like to think that a greater investment in education and communication and community is the right approach. The more quickly we can get everybody up to speed on how these things work and how they work effectively and efficiently, the better off we're going to get through this.
Did COVID bring any opportunities for the media innovation space?
Oh gosh, it certainly has in some unexpected ways, as well as some ways that we probably could have seen coming. Right? We certainly have seen in a consumer sense a lot more demand for streaming media, video games. For a few months, esports was effectively the only sport played throughout the world as every other form of entertainment was shut down. That drove demand for more bandwidth, more broadband speeds. That drove demand for platforms that enable more monetization of those forms of media. In an unexpected way, I think what we're seeing is a greater understanding and a greater appreciation of the things that we should be concerned about. Things like fake news, things like the accuracy of information, things like privacy and security with regard to what's online. And I think, frankly, in a healthy way, we're seeing that we could have much more transparency in government and politics and in healthcare. We're learning that in a crisis like this, we can have more information. We perhaps should have more information, begging the question of media and the technology that enables it. Why don't we, or more importantly, how do we? And so I'm pretty excited that we're working on both the opportunities that have come to us in media, as well as trying to address the new challenges that are a little bit more obvious because of what we're going through.
What are the most important actions stakeholders should take in the media GovTech space to move towards a better ecosystem?
As though we prompted the question with that last point, the most urgent actions I like to think that folks in GovTech should take with regard to the media is increasingly appreciating as quickly as possible that we are very much so a global economy. That things like GDPR and CCPA in California, these regulations are meant to help protect people in some way. And the challenge, though, that they create is that thanks to the internet, because the internet, every business, not just media companies, but every business is in fact a global company. My little website based in Des Moines, Iowa, is also available to people in Russia, in South Africa, in Antarctica. And while governments are looking out for our best interest, we hope, to a great extent, we also have to appreciate that the local laws and regulations, effectively have to apply to everybody because of the internet. And it's a burden that small businesses in particular, that artists, very small businesses such as artists and musicians and so forth, they can't necessarily afford to comply with those challenges, comply with those regulations throughout the world. So I would encourage folks in GovTech and in technology and through governments in general to appreciate, most importantly, that the internet has made our world much smaller evident in what we're doing right here. It has made our world much, much smaller. And our regulations need to account for that. We need to appreciate that our audiences are global, that our communities are global, that the challenges of other countries are our challenges. And if we don't tackle those together, we're actually going to create far more problems for the economy than we're going to create solutions for people.
Thank you, Paul, for joining us today. It was insightful to hear from you. Stay tuned for the next episode of MediaSpace Members Daily. In the meantime, connect with us at mediaspace.global.